powerful information that will impact other
The
people.
thing I love about Gary too, by the way, because some people, they're a barn burner and they take off, their team explodes, right? But guys, that's not the typical experience that most people have, right? I mean, there's there's four aces in every deck of cards, and every once in a while someone gets blackjack right out of the gate. That's not been my experience. I gotta sit there for like an hour. I mean, it's just like how many cards we gotta go through. But guys, they're out there. But Gary just keeps doing it, and he keeps rank advancing, right? So sometimes slow and steady. Builds that foundation. Slow and steady makes you appreciate where you're going. Sometimes things don't happen to us; they happen for us. But I know we have another great guest, so Darryl, I'll let you introduce Ms. Marlene.
Well, this lady, Marlene, guys, she is a very, very special lady. We've known Marlene for over 30 years in this industry. We just become great friends, and I'm so thankful Maria contacted Marlene and invited her. I let Marlene tell that story here in just a couple of seconds. But Marlene, guys, has 53 years as a travel agent. Guys, she is a real certified guru travel agent, not with the direct sales or network marketing company. She's been a specialist. She can call different cruise line and they'll know who she is because of all the business that she's brought to the cruise line. So she has every certification in the world, gets them every single year. She is a bona fide expert when it comes to the travel. I'll give you guys one example. She has all types of customers, but she has very high-end luxury customers as well. There's something called the Disney Adventure where you get, for two people, you get a private jet, you get a private chef. They'll fly you to every Disneyland in the world, and you stay at a top shelf 5-star hotel for 4 days at each one of those locations. And it's $269,000. She has customers just like that. So Marlene, hey, everybody's been talking about you and they wanted to really get a chance to meet you. Why would someone of your stature in the travel industry take advantage of this company called Travorium?
Well, thank you, Darryl and Todd, for having me on. And good morning from the Sunshine State of Florida, and good afternoon in Europe to those of you who are tuning in from Europe. I know what it's like to get up in the middle of the night to listen to a presentation, and I am very committed always, wherever I'm in the world, to doing that. And Gary, listening to you, I got such wonderful insight and tips and things that I have forgotten about, and you reminded me about. And Todd, for you, thank you for talking about this company as a legacy company, because we tend to forget that wealthy people, their grandchildren know who they are. Why? Because they have a legacy company that they have left to the family, and that's why they know them. Those of us run-of-the-mill people who are not building legacy companies, you ask their grandchildren about who their grandparents are, and they say, oh, I don't know, I think they were originally from, and whatever they say. So I treat this as a legacy company, and I also treat this as the multi-trillion-dollar business that I'm in, because my Travorium business is part of that industry. So why am I treating it like the $99.99 that it costs me to actually become a partner? Because people think of it as $370, but really it's $99 that this company charges for us to have the pleasure of building a legacy company. Guys, I want you to think about that. It's not $15,000 that we pay for a travel company when we set up what we call a franchise. $15,000, $20,000 for a franchise, and then $700 or $800 a month to pay them for doing our bookkeeping and things and not giving us any referrals. So Gary, to you, I want to say that advice of one a month, I haven't actually thought about it. Because if you are talking to people at all, you must be keeping this a secret if you cannot at least recommend and sponsor one member into this company per month. One, that is, you are not talking to anyone. Anyhow, how did I get introduced to Travorium? Like Gary, my very dear friends, well, Maria actually called up and she said to me, and these were the words, I need my travel guru. That's what she said to me. And I said, Maria, why would you need me for what? She said, I need you to take a look at this thing. I think you're going to be very impressed. And I said, Maria, after all these years in the industry and everybody coming to me with everything because they believe that, yes, I am credible, I have credibility in the industry, that I would take a look. I said, why do you think that this is going to give me anything that I don't know about? And she said, just trust me and take a look. It won't cost you anything to take a look. Just take a look. Hop on the live Zoom. And I did, as a polite gesture to my dear friend Maria, knowing that whatever she had to show me, I was going to politely decline to join because I didn't need it. And wow, about 10, 15 minutes into the presentation, I panicked because I saw something that Travorium was doing that I had never seen in the industry before. First of all, now I'm going to get paid every time a member joins, and then you're going to pay me residual income, and you're offering prices that not even I can get as a travel agent, as an insider. You have got to be kidding me. I know I'm going to go out of business sooner rather than later, so I better join this company, because if I can't beat their rates, then I have got to join them and at least get my people on here before somebody else gets them. That was a business decision, not an emotional decision. I knew this is where I had to be. And when people talk to me about this being a pyramid, I look at them and I think, obviously, you don't know what a pyramid scheme or a Ponzi scheme is. Otherwise, you wouldn't be talking to me, somebody who has credibility in the industry, thinking that I would align my company with the reputation I have to something that is a pyramid scheme, a Ponzi scheme. I am insulted. I am highly offended that you would think of that as such. And you could not be a friend of mine, because I would not be putting my friends and my travel clients, who many of them are in Travorium, into something that was going to go out of business soon or is a Ponzi scheme. So that is not even a negotiable or a discussion for me. Over the years that I've been alive, and that's many, there are many things that I have learned. However, there are two very important things that I keep in my mind all the time. Number one, you have to know that there are only two ways of doing something in life. My father always said that. There is the right way and the wrong way. There is no in between. There is no gray area. It's either right or it's wrong. And the second thing is, do it right, do it now, do it right now. So when I woke up one morning and realized that I needed to get busy this month because I had a goal in mind, I scheduled a time that I was going to devote to making this happen, even if I was going to do it on my own. With no help from the rest of the team, I was going to achieve this. And I put it out there in the universe, and I said to Darryl, that's it, Darryl, I am doing this. I don't care how it happens, but I'm doing it. I'm going to put the hours in. If I don't sleep for the next 30 days, I don't need sleep. I'll have enough time to sleep when I die. So that's not even part of the negotiation. And that's what I did. And so far, I am halfway to achieving what I need to do by the 31st of August. So I know this works. You have to be accountable to yourself and to others. I'm accountable to Darryl and Maria, for sure. I keep in touch with them. I know their presentations by heart. I can do it in my sleep. Yet I show up to those presentations whether I have a guest on board or not. Wherever I am in the world, if I'm on a ship, if I'm 6 hours ahead, whichever time zone I am, and Darryl, you know, at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning in the UK, I'm on with you. If you need me, I am there, wide awake and alive, to give that backup for my company that I treat very, very seriously. So really, that's all I have to say about this. The hearts, and going back to Todd, where, people get into companies that are not paying them. regularly, or all of a sudden they go out of business. One of the most important things in network marketing as well is when those company leaders, the owners, get too greedy. They start adjusting the compensation plan. They start taking more for themselves and whatever, and then everything goes to pot. We don't have that here. We have leaders who actually have set up a company that is, I can't even begin to tell you how I feel about this company, because they are generous in the compensation plan, which means they're not greedy. They pay out a lot to the field. And then when people tell me about, oh, but you can get these rates at ID 90, everybody in the travel industry is with ID 90. And I turn around and say to them, you know, you may get rates that are similar for ID 90 because they are giving you 90% of their commission back and keeping 10 for themselves. Have they ever paid you for anyone you referred, for the hundreds of people that you referred to them? Do they ever pay you when these people book over and over again? Don't talk to me about ID 90. Just talk to me about your family and what you want to leave for them. ID 90 is not doing that for you.
Right.
That's all I have to say.
Well, Marlene,
Excited to be here.
Yeah, we are so fortunate, and not only just us in our group, but so many people get on our Zooms just to even hear you with your credibility, because we have a couple of videos we play when you're not live with us, and even when you're live, but we play the video sometimes as well. But guys, tonight, this afternoon, we're going to have Marlene live as well to do a testimonial. But I just want to unpack one thing real quick. When you found out the position you're at and how close you were to getting to that next position, kind of has a 2 in front of it, you put the full court press on. Guys, I don't know if you want to say what you told your husband that day, and I know you were kind of joking with me, but tell us about that one day, guys. This lady made a decision. So many people are hitting positions and, you know, a few people away from going positions, et cetera, and they just kind of go through the motion. This lady is flat out morning, noon, and night. I've got to get this done. If no one helps me, I don't care. I'm getting this done. Same like the Paul Scales of attitude as well. But I was cracking up when you told me a couple of last week what you told your husband, Ivan. Ivan's 80 years old, guys. He looks like he's probably 59 or something like that. He's so lucid, and Marlene's going to disagree with me, but this dude is just an amazing, smart, intellectual individual. And but tell me what you tell that story. I was cracking up still today.
I was in the middle of making a list of the people who I needed to actually get to first before I started getting to just out there to everyone else. And he came in and asked me to do something. I said, please go outside, shut that door behind you. I have no time to talk to you because I'm on a mission. I have got to get this thing done, and I have no time to talk to you about this. And I then texted Darryl and said, I have just told my husband that I have no time to talk to him. So you don't message me either, because I don't have time to talk to you.
Unbelievable. Todd, I would throw it over to you, because we get to talk almost every day, if not every day, every couple of days. But I think for the most part, it's almost every day that we're talking in business, and she's asking questions, and I'm even asking her questions as well. But Todd, Marlene is very, very special.
Oh, I mean, guys, unbelievable. I mean, guys, this is on Facebook, and we need to extrapolate what she just, I mean, the part that Marlene just did. I mean, we need that to be, all on its own. I wish we had the regular record button hitting too, guys. But hey, just so you guys know, in 2 hours, Darryl and Marie are going to be doing a Zoom presentation, and Marlene's going to guest. How many of you, hearing what she just said, knowing she is an absolute travel guru, 53 years in the travel space, she's putting her travel clients in it. She saw something she'd never seen before. She's excited. And how many of you like your best prospects to hear from Marlene? There's like about 5 or 10 of you. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I mean, guys, unbelievable. I mean, where do you even begin with this? I love how she talked about it being a multi-trillion-dollar business, right, guys? The travel industry is a multi-trillion-dollar industry, but you get to join for $99. And are you going to treat it like a $1 trillion business, or are you going to treat it like you paid $99? And, your your destiny lies in your answer. Thank you, John Maria Roberts, right? I mean, it's which of those two? If I treat it like a multi-trillion-dollar industry and business that it is, guess what's going to happen? But if I treat it as just this thing, $99, then guess what's going to happen? I love that you shared the invite from Maria. I need my travel guru, right? Just trust me and take a look. It costs you nothing to look. So Maria didn't start breaking down and trying to explain it and tell and sell. And she just did the invite and said, look, just trust me. Would you do me a favor? Just hop on and give me your candid feedback. Would you do that for me? Would you just take a look? It costs you nothing. Guys, you're in the business of selling. Take a look. I mean, guys, you're not here to explain it. You're not here to sell. Then I love what she said. By the way, there's two ways of doing things in life. This is the advice from your father, the right way or the wrong way. And then, guys, do it right. Do it now. Do it right now. I mean, what a nice play on words. That was incredible. She talked about the legacy company. I love the fact that she talked about her commitment. She shows up to Darryl Maria Roberts Zooms anywhere in the world. I mean, in the middle of the night, getting up to watch a presentation. I noticed right out of the gate, she said hi to everybody and then to the people in Europe, knowing she knows what time it is in Europe. She knows what time it is around the world. I mean, guys, you'll start picking up on time zones as you travel the world, as you end up with teams in other part of the world. You become conscious of not just your time zone, but other time zones. But no matter where she's at, she knows their presentation by heart. But yet she's committed. She's still there. She's a participant in those presentations, and you wonder why she's having success. But I mean, Marlene, again, your talk right now, I mean, was just so unbelievable. I'm like, man, how do we get that on video and put that right on the company site? It was incredible. So thank you for coming on and sharing, and thank you for being who you are.
Yeah, we're definitely going to give her, have to hook her up with Troy one of these days, because again, that is powerful with her background being in the industry. And guys, just that in closing here, and I want to show you guys a picture in a second, but in closing here, when you think about it, I talked last week about the golden window. We are in that golden window. And I was just thinking at that time, when I said that last week, it was just where the company is today and the history of where we were and where we are now, and what's going to happen in the next 3 to 5 years. That's the golden window of opportunity for people that want to go from zero to hero. But then when Todd put in perspective today too, when we talked about the travel industry, not only is our company going to another level, Bloomberg just projected another $1 trillion. Guess what? In the next 5 years. So you've got our company putting everything together, doing it the correct way, hiring the correct people, getting all the things that we need to go, and the momentum is just building at a feverish pace. And then you take a look at the travel industry, where it is today and where it's going. Guys, that is a golden window of opportunity. So if you guys understand what I'm trying to articulate here, this is where you need to put your time and energy in. Learn the simple skill sets of inviting people. Learn the skill sets of working on an active list. Not one time you put the 5 or 10 names down you think are going to do this, but you constantly activate your list. You're actively adding new people to that list. And learn the simple invite. We've gave you a couple of examples today. It's not that complicated. Here's the challenges, guys. You are going to run into people that are going to say no. They don't even know why they say no. They're just saying no because that's how they're taught to say no. So you're going to get people that say no to you. I want you to understand that. That is part of the game. Secondly, following up with people. Most people are not going to sign up on that first opportunity time. Again, there are a few of you that did that, but most people aren't going to do that. You're going to have to touch them a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth, or seventh time. Not everybody's like Marlene. She had no intention of signing up. She signed up as soon as she saw the presentation. She's an anomaly. There are small percentages of people that do that. So I want you to know you can become successful here, but you're going to have to go through the challenges. You're going to have to go through the obstacles. You're going to talk to 5 people, and is that going to determine your success or not? Absolutely not. Whether they all sign up or whether they all say no. Your success is going to be determined what you do consistently over the next 3, 4, and 5 years. And I promise you guys come up with to me in a conference in 5 years from now, you're going to say, Darryl, I was on that call. I understood the golden window of opportunity. I went to work. And because of that, guys, I'm an executive chairman of the company. That's what's at stake right now. And I hope we say it in a way that you really understand it, no matter what issues and challenges and things that you go through. It's in your hands, and we're going to try and do our best to give you what you guys need. But Marlene, you're just the most amazing lady. I know you've got more energy than me and most people out there. I don't know how you do it, but it's because of your passion. And I'm betting that you're going to hit that rank by the 31st. There's no question about it. And if we need to do 5 or 10 Zooms a day to make that happen, consider it done.
Can I just say something quickly before you close out this session?
No, go right ahead. Take your time.
Being an anomaly, and you know very much. I put somebody on a Zoom a day ago, yesterday, whatever it was, high-end realtor. She's in Utah, and she lived in Italy for many years and had a travel business, high-end travel business in Italy. I put her on the Zoom. I then three-way Darryl in, and I said, Darryl, be the first person to welcome her to the team. We got off the phone and she said, okay, so now tell me what I need to do to get. I said, I'm going to send you the link. You sign up, call me when you've done it, and I will do you through the Know Your Client verification so that in the 7 days you're good to go. And she said, that's great. And that was it. First time she saw it, she got it. In the business for 12 years in Europe. She has people in Europe calling her, wanting to do travel. This is the way she's going. So I just wanted to make that very clear that when we know something, we know it.
Yeah, this lady was amazing. She says, I know tons of people all over the world. So yes, there are people that are going to sign up and get it immediately, like her and Marlene. But guys, you just got to stay in it for the long term. And I'll close it this way, Todd, and let you do whatever you want to do. You can show the video, babe, or the picture. Is that the worst thing that's going to happen to you? How many of you know the worst thing that's going to happen to you? You're going to travel more. You're going to travel better. You're going to travel for less. You're going to take 2 or 3 amazing vacations that you probably wouldn't have taken while you're learning the skill sets that will build your confidence, that will cause you to take action, that will cause you to get results, that will give you more confidence, that will cause you to take more action, that will cause you to get more results. And it's all predicated on these skill sets. And you can hear Todd and I, Maria, and all the other leaders working on making sure you understand the skill set. And the number one thing is activating your list, an active list. And the number 1A is actually learning the invite to pique someone's interest to get them to review this information. Todd, another great show, locked and loaded here. This is just one of the pictures from Disneyland here. That's our daughter and 2 of our grandkids. It was pretty amazing. These 2 grandkids got a chance to meet the other 2 grandkids that live in San Diego. Our daughter had a volleyball game yesterday. Our granddaughter had a volleyball game in San Diego. So we drove, got a car, went down to San Diego, and they got a chance to hang out together. So pretty amazing, Todd. Thank you so much for all you do, man. Truly, truly unbelievable, buddy.
Yeah, what a phenomenal picture there of your family. And guys, you got to hear one of those great invites today from Marlene. The way that Maria invited Marlene to the business. You got to hear Marlene's response to this pyramid thing. You got to hear Gary Thompson's response. Don't go down the rabbit hole. Gary talked about going back to your list, guys. By the way, I just pulled up my phone. I don't expect your guys' list to be as big as mine. I've been doing this a while. But your list is going to grow over time. And if your list continues to grow, this is on my phone, 15,805 contacts, okay? Now, guys, we have Labor Day coming up next weekend. Every single one of those people should, at a minimum, hear from you, happy Labor Day. How's your family doing? Hope you guys have an amazing weekend. If nothing else, just to touch base. Hey, how you been? Happy Labor Day. Hope you guys had a great summer. It gets a conversation started. They write back, oh, we're doing great, man. How have you been? And guys, now you're going back and forth, right? Go back and revisit the list, but there's some built-in moments throughout the year Memorial Day, 4th of July, Labor Day, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, National Sibling Day, National Beer Day. I mean, guys, there's so many. Earth Day. I mean, you guys, there's so many different things you can do. Hey, guys, you can just keep in touch with people, right? You're a professional conversation starter. And now, by the way, guys, we've been telling you about this new program with the company that they're going to be improving the ambassador program, right? So they bought this multi-million-dollar penthouse suite in Las Vegas, Nevada. They officially own it. They took the keys and possession last night. And I got this video. This is just the view at night from just one of the balconies. And when you become an ambassador, guys, this is your house. And Miss Adela Hart. I mean, guys, this place is unbelievable. By the way, he put in another offer on another place in Cabo. The one in Cabo is like 5 or 6 bedrooms, 6 bedrooms, right on the ocean. I mean, guys, the company's going to continue to collect those properties. And so that when you become an ambassador, you not only have all of the Louis Vuitton and all of the trips and the ambassador dinners and all that stuff's still going to happen. But in addition, now there's this legacy collection of places you can go where they want to be. Cabo, it's Las Vegas, it's Thailand, the Maldives, Miami. They're going to buy one every single year. That when you become an ambassador, you can go there with your family. Like Darryl Marie, you saw that great picture there at Disney. Hey, you know what? We could take our kids, our grandkids. Hey, let's go to
Everybody.
Whatever that property is. By the way, I would say bring your friends, family, and your biggest naysayer. All right, the one that told you this would not work. Bring them along too. That way they can tell you one more time about how awful this thing is. Anyway, guys, hey, what a great call today. Gary, thank you. Marlene, thank you. Hey, guys, just so you know,